So this right here is a Sepler High School. So when we walk in, there's still this little gate here, or I don't know how much people saw. This is here. So there's a little stairwell. I think it's kind of ridiculous, and I'm a little embarrassed that I built this, but still. This flagpole is here. It's really cool. So these are the main entrances, so let's talk a little bit. Let's go over and start with this building. So this building originally housed the district headquarters on the second floor before they moved over there, where that little red thing is. And then, so that's why it has like street entrances. But also in the basement, it holds the cafeteria, which is actually currently in the process of being replaced because it's kind of tiny, and this cafeteria has two entrances. It has this entrance right here, and then it has an entrance down here, and the intention for this entrance down here is that you'd like get in line, and then you would end up going up to the cash register, buying like an entry meal, and then going up the stairs, and then getting in this line, and like getting the food you want and stuff. And over here, back here is the kitchen, which is very lackluster at the moment. But it's very small cafeteria, so it's being replaced. If you go up these stairs, the finance office and stuff is like where like all the bills are handled, and like money is where the district offices used to be. And then up here are some offices. Like I think this is like where the superintendent's office used to be. But I think like a lot of these offices now are for just like school administration. And then there's some offices down there. And then over here are all the college like style classes. This is just an empty classroom. These classrooms really suck. They're small, they're tiny. But yeah. And then we go back downstairs. Let's go at this exit. And let's move on to this is a cool start. Let's move on to the main building. So it has some benches. Has a little small sidewalk going down that way. There's nothing over here for it to go down. When we walk in, over here is the main like office, and this over here, all of these areas used to be like administration offices before they moved over into that building. Over here is like a electrical room, control center stuff, light switches, levers, lights, false roof or low roof, and then that's the original roof, so it's higher and it looks scarier or something. And then over here is a big giant like conference room. I have yet to know what to do with it. Over here is the old library, which I am working on getting interesting. So these were like the old front library counters, and then the story behind all these couches is that each of these windows used to have a couch in it, and on the other side, so actually if you look right here, this area was all blocked off for a long time, and the library when it was moved, they took this area and they gutted it, so this is like a server room, or they didn't gut it, they broke it apart, so this is a server room. And then over here, these were like secondary checkout areas, and these are like technological services. So this was another library entrance, as evident by this like door right here, but it's not used. Here's a door. There's a couple of classrooms, some more classrooms, and then over here is some more stuff. is it like little tiny offices, um, storage, and then this area is like a main area. There's a little trophy case there, some under the stairs stuff, and here's a staircase going up. So each staircase, each corner of this building is a staircase, and all of them except for that one on this first floor go down. So let's work our way up and then go down, because it's kind of boring the more we go up. So up here we have another room in the center, and then just classrooms all around the outside. And then on the third floor, it's really empty, and I really haven't put a lot of effort into it. As a matter of fact, this entire center area on the third floor is actually empty. I might have an idea for it. But let's go down to the very basement. So the basement entrances, all the basement staircases are all down. So this area is like interesting. Over here on this end is storage for all the musical instruments, like music stuff. So there's like marching auxiliary storage. Over here is like marching band general storage. So there's just like shelves in here. There's like musical instrument storage. And then over here is like some percussion storage. You got a drum set. This is my Minecraft mod called Musically. It adds musical instruments into the game. They're not functional though, they're just decorative, like nothing happens. Over here is a room, and this room is currently not in use. It's likely to be converted into offices. And is part of a transition of moving people, it's part of a stuff of moving the music classes out of the basement. So right here, this was where Jasmine was, and on the other side is where the choir was. So the inner wall got split. This formerly was the man room. If you see, the floor is actually like super deep because it used to have all these steps, which I believe are actually shown in a picture. Yeah, right here. You can see like there used to be steps. The whiteboard used to be lower. But those were rid of in favor of a flat floor. Here's like a little small classroom with an office in it. And then on the other side is another small classroom with an office in it. Over here used to be where the orchestra was. And this is being converted into like fine arts department office. This was some more music rooms, music theory, windows up here for like classes. Over here is marching band uniform storage. It's like those chefs, lions. Here is a filing room. Here is a general office. Then we exit. Let's exit out the other side. If we exit out the other side, we will be entered into the gymnasium entrance. So this is a side entrance. technically isn't the main entrance. The main entrance is down there. There's a little ticket office, and then there's some entrances over here, but not quite. Let's go over here. This is like an area for like a fan shop or like some sort of stuff. So it has all this stuff for the old gymnasium. Over here, these 3 spaces. So this old gymnasium is across the street, and then right here are the football stadium and new gymnasium. And there's an outdoor entrance here. This here. And then let's go over to the main area. So right here is a little like there's a big giant bay door right there. A couple of registers, counters, trees, main gymnasium. Here's some locker rooms. There's some showers. And then some like, I think those are sinks. There's lockers in between. Here is the basketball court. It says Wyverns on it for the school mascot. And there's like basketball hoops, little scoreboard, nothing on the other side for various reasons. And yeah. And then there's a little sign here with a bunch of stuff. I don't know where that fine arts building. I don't know. I'm like, I built this and I don't even remember half of it. So you can see the big football stadium from here. It's really big because it hosts all of the city's events. So it's like actually oversized for like what it does. But it's this really big stadium. So let's start over here, where it's a little tiny maintenance area, little tiny storage. This used to be just like it, and then it was expanded for all the shop classes. So under the stadium. So here are like, this is like a classroom style shop class. Here's like, there's one bay door, and then on the other place there is another bay door. Over here is like a main office or like front desk area for like managing, and some cool doors. Here's it from the outside, so it has this nice awning. And then let's go down here and then turn through this area to get under the stadium. There's a nice entrance right here. This gets you to the football stadium. It's like a little place. And then these doors will enter you in here, where it's a little bit complicated. But then there's these doors here. I didn't realize I blocked this off. So this is a bay door into the cafeteria. So this is a new cafeteria. Let's just get some doors right here. So this is new cafeteria. I still have more to build for it. But like, here's the main entrance into it. So this used to be the tennis courts, and it probably was last time I showed you, guys. So that's what all these are, is from where the tennis courts were. And actually, this was like the main entrance, and it expanded out this way. And all of that was cannibalized to make up for to expand the stadium to eventually create room for like a track to be put in around, although it's still not enough room. So then if we go behind these doors, there's some doors into the kitchen. Yeah. Then you have a little open area to look into the field entrance. Here's a door into the area. This little like amphitheater is what it originally was, but then it kind of got plans shifted. Right here is some entrance into the visitor side stadium, and let's not move on just quite yet. Here is entrance into the stadium. I think it looks so cool. And then there's a ramp up here, which we'll get to in a little bit. This used to be an entrance down into the original entrance for the stadium, but that got sealed up when they moved it to the corner, because it originally used to be like, I think like right here. It used to be like you'd go down to get in, but that got moved when they renovated, when they built out this portion. So then over here are some locker rooms. Bathroom. Close the stall door. Then lockers. There will be showers on the inside. And it's just the same on the other side. You didn't need to like see it too much. I think this side's less built out. Over here is a vomitorium into this area. And over here is some little storage. Just these big rolling gates. So this used to be the original way how you would go up. Oh. So I made some mistakes while building, apparently. I'm now realizing. Please don't ruin anything, please don't ruin anything, please don't ruin anything. Oh, is there a G-Mask? Yeah, so I made some mistakes while building, I'm realizing. So that's not great. So these are entrances into, I think, that fine arts building that we were talking about. So if you noticed, if you noticed, the building, there wasn't a press box, or the press box was integrated into a building. So this is the entrance into that building. One of them. This is the like main vomitorium. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. And then over here is a snack bar, some more storage, and this takes us outside. This is this little stadium extension. And then up here is there's another entrance into the building. We'll talk more about this building later. And then over here, this left side is a ramp. So this right here went down into that staircase, because this was the original stair. These were really stairs that went up to this area, and this was another like concourse. And I guess it still is a concourse, but it's different how it used to be. So this is this big long ramp that goes up now. So the way how it's different than it used to be is the floor for this concourse used to be here. So this is actually the entrance here, and it was changed because all of this area right here in all of this area in between the two red was the original press box, and it was changed like that for the because it was moved up here for reasons. So there was also 2 vomitoriums up there, and those got changed when it was all sealed up. Almost just went up that way, so used to it. So then just go up, and this ramp over here takes us to an entrance where over here is some like, this was originally built to be concessions, and then they ended up being these were built to be upper concessions, and then they ended up being a ticket office, because big parking lot right here, this is kind of set up to be the main entrance to the stadium for like people. So then if we go into this building, and I actually want, oh wait, this is the first floor. I was like, I actually want to enter on the first floor. No, I actually want to enter onto the basement. Almost forgot there's no basement entrance there. So if we go down the stairs to the basement here, we'll see right here this hallway is extended. And the reason why it's extended is because this is where a bomb shelter used to be. So this right here is what I believe is a bomb shelter. But over here, if we see, this is like a recording studio. There's a lot of computers in here. And there's a sound booth. This is what it used to look like. Just kidding. This is what it looks like without a texture pack on. I was testing out to see how this mod works. And then over here is the entranceway on the other side. It's kind of redundant, but if we go down this hallway, we'll find two things. We'll find that little doorway we were talking about earlier. This is the area that was, I was like, oh no, I made a mistake. And we'll find a staircase going up into this building. Again, this is like not intended to be publicly accessible, because the publicly accessible one is over here instead. So here's the main entrance. This is a classroom. This classroom used to be so much more like, this used to be a prime classroom, and then the football stadium extension was built, and it kind of ruined everything. There's two staircases. These are the only staircases in the building. Here are some other rooms. I won't go too in on the history of this area, but it used to be deep. This area eventually was built and expanded to become like a small auditorium. Yeah. So then we go up the stairs over here. Wow, that's a thick floor. Oh, I know why. We have an entryway into the top of the stadium here. So back when I was telling you about the upper concessions and lower concessions, that's when this happened. So this area, these used to be the upper concessions, the actual upper concessions, and those were like re-added. And then here's just some more classrooms that are unbuilt. And then on the top floor, is some offices. And right here is a stairwell to roof access. There's a little viewing area if you want a big view of football stadium, like a photographer, or bird's eye view of the football stadium. You know, we got this big building here. What do you need a helicopter for? Over here is not what I want. Over here is the entrance into the press box. Then let's move on over to the other side. So I thought there was another entrance over here. There's like this entrance into the building. Some stuff over here. Parking lot. It's like an old football stadium right here. I gotta go for a second. Then we parking lot was supposed to be a extension into baseball stadium, so we're kind of back in this amphitheater where we were earlier, like exit out of the new cafeteria. here, there's a little smokestack for the ovens. So right here, flagpole. So this used to be the football stadium. So this is where the scoreboard was before it got moved. That's a new scoreboard, but it's kind of sucky. Right here is like concessions. Little doorway goes in there. Oh, I just closed the door on myself. So then over here is a little area watch. Area for all the players. Go up. Bat at them. Yep. Here's for like stray balls. I think up here, if you walk all the way up here, there's a little area for like reporters or something. And then this gets you back in the parking lot. But like you're not allowed up there. Typically. Here's the other side. So here's where the tennis courts moved to. So it's a little bit of a different design from the old tennis courts. It's the same number of total courts. The only difference is that 2 of them were moved inside. And I'm so sure that this is not regulation certified because like balls probably go up high. So this is like, I think this used to be like parking or something. Yeah, it's like this upper area. Maybe this might end up being like an observation deck if this ever goes like fully inside. Over here are the stadium like stands for what was originally a football stadium. Yes, it still looks like a football stadium, but like it's not. Trust me, bro. I didn't know that I had here, but it actually is an entryway into like an under stadium. So on this side, it appears to be a lot more used than it is on the other side. So on the other side, it's all these bay doors because it's actually vehicle storage. So this is what will eventually, that little shack from earlier beside the other football stadium where the golf carts were, this is eventually going to replace that. And then there's this little area. So yeah, so a bit of this used to be parking. So about up to this line was parking, and then right here were like dumpsters. So this got changed, so this is dumpsters, and all this rest of the stuff is parking. And then I suppose that this was also changed when that happened. Let's just kind of expand that. I think this is a truly beautiful building, though. This little tennis center, as well as this is beautiful, but they're beautiful in their own ways. Over here, I don't know if you noticed, there's this big giant block in the middle of the stadium. So this used to be a combination football baseball stadium, and the baseball is on the other side, where now there's a bay door. So this is just kind of a stadium entrance for raid zones. And then this is expanded roof, because the intention was that this would be switched over into like athletics offices or something, this whole area. But what kind of ended up happening in reality was this area kind of remained the same, where it's like just like kind of like general. It was originally like a fan store and like offices, but that kind of ended when they stopped using this space. So then it kind of just sat vacant for a while. There needs to be an entrance right there. Until eventually this kind of ended up being raised, and then it was supposed to be like offices and maybe classrooms, but it was just kind of difficult to figure out how to do that. So it ended up just being this kind of hollowed out mess. And there's this little bay door here, raised area. It looks like a warehouse, but up here we can still see the remnants of the offices. So back here, this takes you to the little concession stand for the baseball. What's the intention? So you would go here for baseball concessions, and then they would be sold like regularly at the for football at the other entrance. And this is all of remains of the offices. So this was all like that all the way down, but then that was altered when they changed it. So then over here is like the main thing. So then this would be like where you would walk in, and then you'd turn like a sharp left, go up, and, go to your seat. Here's a entrance to the stadium. Over there, science building. We'll look at that later. Let's take a look at this building. So this is the new library. So I believe that what I would consider like the main entrance is that, yeah, the main entrance is on this side. So this is main entrance. Eventually there will be like trees here, kind of break up the grass. Here's a checkout counter. You got some books, your phone, some windows. So nice. So then this wall. So all these bookshelves were moved from the other library when it was, and some tables were expanded. And then here's the other shelf where there's some little storage cases for like some checkouts over here, or holds. So this entrance takes us over into this little amphitheater again. So then this entire wall was, and the second floor was all like library admission stuff, but it was converted a lot into classrooms. So this space is the only thing that remains of the library, like storage and stuff like that, because libraries. Here's some of the classrooms. These are modeled very similarly to the one in the other building that looks like this, the science building. Has an electrical cabinet. Yeah, so these classrooms are just like this entire building is very similar to that one, which is the last one we'll check out. So then over here, the final building has this little crosswalk over here, and then main entrance takes us in here, where we will find lockers for like science labs, because that's what these are. They're supposed to be science labs once they're outfitted. Once I decide to outfit them. Over here is storage, or it's eventually going to end up being like offices. I think more offices, because I don't know, stairwell. Cause stairwell, yeah. So there's a stairwell, and you'll see more science labs. And then these are more like general classrooms for like anything. Whoa! That's a weird door. Oh, it's a corner. Okay, that's interesting. Over here on this side, this entire classroom. Whoa! Wait, why is there a hole in the wall? Oh, construction there. So then, if you'll notice, it's kind of odd. Like, over here, if we look, this entire wall is like covered. It's blocked off, and the reason why it's so odd like that is because there were some expansions. I was talking earlier about moving all the music classrooms out of the basement. There were expansions to the choir, so a new choir room was built right here, and has like an outdoor area and a little nice window. So this kind of takes up this corner, and then some. These little tall stacks, and then a new orchestra space was built with some some storage back here. Oh, look, that's the bare roof. And this kind of was dedicated built to be a certain way. So over here is some instrument storage, or really any kind of storage. And then here's like office, and this back door opens up. There's like jazz band stuff. Here's the fronts. Those big wooden planks that we saw earlier in the old jazz band space were shelves that held up these. Whiteboard, a bunch of stuff. Keyboard, drum set, and then jazz band director's office. And that kind of includes what we got over classrooms. Let's just leave out this back door. I do have some art stuff to show. So right back here, it's a nice little curvy pathway, and I love this design. So originally it was built with just this little choir room expansion, and then this little curved part was expanded onto it. Over here is a nice little plaza, and then this plaza connects up and goes into this little shopping area. There's like a coffee shop here. Some other stuff. Phone repair store. Back here. Maybe like a baker. Back here is another entrance to the space. Really cool. And then I believe that my computer is crashing. Or just the game? Oh, okay, good. It was just the game. Can I take a pause? That is all it is for the little school that was happening. And then I do want to show off. Yeah, so there's this little entrance into the area where the sign is, or one of the signs. There's two signs. There's originally gonna be three actually. So there's a little corner sign and a little flat one. One of those is gonna end up going probably. So here's a little entrance into where all the music classes were. This little zigzag. And that is all. So then I'm gonna go into YouTube mode because I was also gonna record it. I'm also recording this to post on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and come back and watch me again.